Don't forget Chevy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Bussin Spring Tour, presented by the most durable, reliable vehicle on the road, Chevy Silverado. We are sitting here with a couple of hogs, couple of studs, couple of future NFL All-Pros, Jerome and Cooper. Let's give them a round of applause. A couple of Tennessee Volunteers. Boys, we took a look around. It looks amazing here. The facilities are great. It's beautiful. You guys, a squad seems like it's really doing something. Tell me what it's like going to the University of Tennessee.
I got it.
Coop's got it.
I would say it's pretty wild. Honestly, for me, it's probably pretty different than most people because I grew up here, so I'm like from 30 minutes away.
You grew up 30 minutes from Knoxville.
You're like a local legend then,
right? Yeah, something like that.
You said right.
I would say
he's right. Yep, I'm a local legend.
I am. The fam is.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so pretty legendary
Walk your walk.
stuff.
I like that.
That's why I say it's wild. It's legendary.
So if you're a local legend, like why are you a local legend?
The fam, the pops. My dad played here too.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Something like that.
Like second to Peyton Manning.
Yeah, like he told Peyton Manning to shut up in the huddle.
Really?
Oh, really?
Damn.
Tell us about that story. What's the story your dad says?
Yeah, so he walked. I think it was Peyton's first game. He walked up for he came out like third drive or something. So the starter had gotten benched, I think, or something. He walked out there and he's like, "Guys, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna march it down the field and we're gonna score." And my dad just looked at him. He's like, "Peyton, shut the F up and call the play."
You can cuss on the show. It's supposed to be the boys.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe your dad wouldn't like
I don't
that.
know about that. No, probably not.
Yeah, Bill back there is looking. I made a cocaine and strippers joke in the last pod, and then he was stroking his head. He was very upset. He was very
Damn,
upset.
we can't do this again.
Yeah, we can't do this
They're
again.
trying to get our boys to cuss. They're talking about strippers.
So you knew growing up that I'm going to be a Tennessee Volunteer.
For sure. I mean, that was definitely where my older brother, he played here too.
Yeah.
So he was committed from like freshman year. So we kind of, I think it was like pretty much understood that that was where we're going to go.
Yeah.
For sure.
The whole time. So when you got a skull, what was that like?
Yeah, I can remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting on a four-wheeler out in my backyard and Butch called
Perfect.
me. Butch
That's
Jones called
exactly
me.
how I
So
pictured it.
Tennessee.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah,
Tennessee.
I was wearing a bucket hat, no shirt, and jeans, and he called me and told me how to offer, and it was pretty cool.
Cried
Did you
right then
cry?
and there.
Yeah, I was bawling actually.
Really? So he knew. He knew. Coach was like, "Oh, we got this one in the bag, boys." And give him a preferred walk on.
That's right. Give me a gray shirt. Give me a blue shirt.
Can't even get away with a
We'll
walk
get his ass here, no
Exactly.
problem.
How about with you, Jerome?
Yeah, I would say I'm a little different. I'm from Memphis, so it's a little far from here.
Still
A
Tennessee.
lot of
Yeah, it's
pride.
Tennessee,
in
yeah.
Memphis. A lot of
It's
pride. in
Memphis,
Memphis.
man.
Yeah.
Memphis.
So my story is a little different. I wasn't really a big Tennessee fan because there's more SEC schools closer to Memphis than actually here.
Like where?
Like Alabama, Mississippi State, Ole Miss. Like Ole Miss and Mississippi State's like an hour, 2 hours away, whereas this is like almost 6 hours. So
Were you offered by all them?
yeah.
Bama too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Honestly, like just the tradition, the pride here. Some great players have played here, offensive line as well. So that's what really stood out to me. That's why I really came. So
Yeah, that's the reason why. There's
A lot of
a
guys
lot of
got-
good players that went to Alabama, though.
true, but also
They
I'm
didn't. They didn't pony up enough, huh?
yeah, they ain't pony up enough.
No.
Bill's like, you son of a bitch.
Hey, they're dogging the boys already. Dogging them.
But you and I both know, we were bantering with the boys at Michigan, trying to get a little more out of them. Those O-linemen, the O-line rooms are different. They like to make you feel uncomfortable around the showers. They like to initiate. They like to do a
guys
lot
don't
of
do
different
that?
stuff more. You guys play some different games in the O-line room, I feel like.
I don't play many games in the showers with the guys. No,
That's the only place I
not
play
my.
games.
Really?
I'm telling you, when I was a freshman, the O-line would come up, and you're uncomfortable because we didn't shower with each other in high school.
Right.
And so I'm kind of trying to figure out, okay, how do we do this? You're looking at the guy to the right, like, is he holding his towel that way? Yeah, we don't want to show the little boy downstairs.
Yeah.
And then like a senior O-lineman, Matt Slauson, him and Big Murtha, dude was yoked. He was on steroids.
Why they call him Big
It
Murphy?
sounds.
Because he was yoked. I'm
was
talking
Murtha?
WWE 8-pack, over 300 pounds.
No shit.
Monster. Yeah.
Monster in both
He
ways.
might
What are you talking
have
about?
broke his record in the 40 at the combine because he had it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Lyndon.
I appreciate you just serving
Murtha?
me up like that.
Yeah,
dude. I
but
appreciate you just
anyway,
putting me
these
up
guys
like
would
that.
come over and
These
make
little
you.
legs can move, boys.
They
Don't
make
get
you
me
feel
wrong.
uncomfortable. They'd hike up, they'd like stand up, and then like they'd put their leg up on the locker next to you. Like, you coming in the shower with us and stuff, and you're just fucking scared as shit. Like, yeah, I guess so. And I
They're
go,
just
come on,
staring at you,
we'll
huh?
take you with them. Put their arm over you, and they're just naked, bro. Little boy turtle head popping out.
Oh my God.
I'm just like, you
an
guys
impact?
know these O linemen, whether you guys want to admit it or not. You guys got some clowns in the O line room.
I I agree. Hey, I agree. You know, they probably do the little Mr. Krabs, you know, the little through the legs.
Through the legs.
Yeah, I've seen it a time or two. Yeah, I'd say maybe it sounds like y'all's was a little bit more intense
seen
than
it,
mine.
you've never
Nebraska
done it.
seems a little bit different.
Different.
Right.
Definitely different.
Like very different, sounds like.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I don't. I'm with you. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like they're being reserved. My man Coop, he's coming off. He's playing into everything we're saying. Oh yeah, I weep like a baby.
Yeah.
He's saying all this stuff. He's funny.
Right.
But now we're talking about what
Jerome
happened.
over here, like, get me the fuck off this podcast as soon as possible.
I got to check into class. I'm leaving, boys.
Yeah. You got to a little bit.
But Coop, now that we're talking about stuff that goes on in the locker room and the old linemen being, instigators, pressuring young guys into doing stuff they don't want to do.
Yeah.
They don't want to admit to anything now.
No question. Let's serve it up a little differently. As a fifth-year senior and you're a junior,
Right,
when the younger guys come in, what is I want to say haze because that's a bad word. That's a triggering word. But how do you initiate some of these players? Like I'll give you first. It's like we would
Or how
take
did you guys
up.
get initiated?
We would tape guys up to the goalpost and like put mustard and ketchup on them.
You
That would be
tape them
like-
up to the goalpost?
Yeah, it's whole getting code red.
You can't do that anymore.
Well, I know you can't do that
You
anymore.
can't
It
do that
happened to
probably
me.
back when you were doing it.
Well, you think so?
I'm pretty sure that was...
It wasn't me. It was other guys.
Yeah, I got you.
I
That's
say
tough.
we as in like a general us.
Yeah.
but not really.
You never got mustard and ketchup on the goalpost?
No, I did. Yeah, absolutely. When you get to the
How
league,
was
you get
that?
it was fine. It was a bit of, there's a lot that me and Dr. Shapiro have to really unpack at a later date.
Right.
But right now, I think I'm going to be all right.
They made you a human hot dog, probably. So.
Yeah. They try to take a bite too, if you know what I'm saying.
I respect it.
So
Hey,
what's...
this man's hitting the hair flips the whole entire time we've been talking.
So what stories y'all got?
Man,
You got it.
I would say definitely my freshman year, because I was 17 coming in, so I was definitely the one getting all the hazing. I guess it's been like mustard, ketchup. It's been all that. I would say like on a road trip, it's been the worst. It's like because I'm in my room chilling, like getting ready, like mentally. All right, I'm trying to play. I was a true freshman or whatever. Man, it's the older guys coming like messing with me. Like I'm in there like on my iPad trying to study. I'm getting water thrown on me. I'm going to sleep, motherfucker. Like people just messing with me, just
The whole time,
Yeah,
yeah.
the whole
What do you
time.
mean? Messing with you how?
I would say like like it would just be like I've been in the shower, like they'll throw stuff in there, like come in there like it was weird. It's weird, but
Play gay? I see you got some pain behind those eyes. You just keep saying I'll just be laying down on my bed. Hey, I'll be laying down on my bed they just be messing with me. And
I just try to study and stuff.
You can tell
you got some pain
Nah,
behind
let's
those eyes.
scar, but it's cool because that's they get you like comfortable with the guys, I would say like it made us closer,
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever do like haircuts?
No, we never did haircuts.
Did you ever get a rookie haircut?
No, we had to do performances.
Damn, that's crazy.
Y'all are making us look bad. I feel like y'all got a lot better
this
stories
is my
for
rookie year in
this.
the
Yeah,
NFL.
definitely.
They cut.
okay.
So I had
Okay.
this part right here,
Right.
but they shaved the rest of it and left the line. So if I had a hat on like this,
Look normal.
that would look normal. But if I took it off, it was like bit
Alfalfa.
all the way around. It was a tough
Do we have a photo
look.
of this?
I got a photo of my head shaved after because you do it for like the
that's
first
right.
preseason game.
Yeah, that was
And the first
the
preseason
look
game.
that you don't necessarily want to
And
have.
your boy loves his
Walking around
hair.
Tennessee either.
What's that?
It's a look you don't really want to have walking around Tennessee.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a tough
Yeah, it's a
look,
tough
dude.
look.
That's a tough look having that bald head. But you guys don't do haircuts or nothing like that, huh?
No, yeah. See, I feel like we're really boring. We need to get more into that.
You guys gotta start doing some bad stuff around here.
Right.
See, that's what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying.
saying?
I'm trying to get
We
the
didn't-
funk back a little bit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I'm
no
trying to get
doubt.
stuff funky a little bit.
I'll
but
tell you what you can do, and we were talking about this at Michigan. This is a fun little game you can play. It's called Poop Dollar. This game is
Here he goes.
suited for all ages. And what you do is you go and you get $1. A 5 is probably the best to do. And you go poop in the toilet, and you take a knife and you put it on the dollar, and then you put it face down on the street, and then you have a whole day of laughter. People come by, they pick that thing up, they got poop on their hands.
Because
right?
one side's clean, right?
One
The
side's
side on
clean, and
bottom's
the other
got poop
side
on
is
it.
just feces.
I'm not. Listen,
feel like
I want to be on
nowadays-
record. I'm not about that.
You're not about that. I think it's a hilarious prank.
yeah, it is hilarious. I feel like it's hilarious, and then you catch a felony, and then you're like, wow, this is
That's what you
not
take
as
on.
fun.
Like, I can't
People
do
are
this
really
shit.
living in the
sensitive.
trenches.
More
you know?
sensitive.
Then you're really
nowadays.
living in the trenches.
Right. That's
Then you're
what-
really in those showers like, what's going to happen?
Right.
Yeah,
It's
no, I hear
real.
what you're
It's not.
saying.
It's no longer games.
I hear
you
what
know,
you're saying.
you're fighting for your life. I'd assume.
As
I ain't never been there.
Jerome, as a fifth-year senior, how many head coaches have you had?
I only had two. So
Two?
I came in right when Coach Pruitt came. So
How do you see differences with Coach Hype and Coach Pruitt? Not to like put you on the spot,
Yeah.
but how have you enjoyed the transition of Coach Hype?
no, it's been real smooth. Coach Hype is a real he's a real fun guy, fun guy to play for. He's he doesn't really get after you a little bit. He doesn't do that too much. He'll get after you some, but he's kind of a laid back guy.
Coach Pruett's like a gets on you.
Yeah,
You
in your face,
you feel like a piece of
yeah.
shit. Like you ain't
Which
gonna.
I like both of it. I mean, some people need it. Some people need to get dog cuss.
Yeah. Dog cuss, just drug in the mud.
Yeah, so
Nothing worse than in front of the whole team too.
yeah, in front of
Like in a team meeting,
yeah.
And when they just
team meeting, like, hey, what the fuck are we doing here?
and then they just start taking personal shots at you, like where you're
Yeah.
from and
Yeah.
your upbringing, and you're just like,
I had some bad ones.
yeah, where the fuck is
I
this
definitely had
going?
some bad
Coach?
ones since I've been here.
Yeah.
So, but no, I mean, some people need it. I'm a guy that I'm cool with both. Kind of makes me play harder. Nah, this guy not gonna disrespect me. I'm finna go show him. I'm that type of guy. So
it sounds like you do a little bit better with getting dog cussed.
honestly, I feel like
Really?
Honestly, I mean, I don't mind it. I know how to handle it. So, but some guys can't. Some guys is. Hype was the best guy for that. He's a guy that's gonna talk to you, kind of be encouraging you. Not saying Pruitt was like that, but sometimes he'll light a fire under you, and you know what I'm saying. That's
We're big
that's
on
good.
positive reinforcement here.
Yeah. Respect that. Absolutely respect that.
Right.
So I'm a big positive reinforcement guy.
Yeah.
I can only yell that so much before I start saying things back.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
And that's just
Very
not
true.
this. I don't know. I don't like it. But I've had it most of my football career because that's kind of just what it is.
Yeah.
Right in that
Yeah, I
community.
feel like like you said, it's kind of just different. Like some guys, I feel like that's what makes a coach good, right? Like you got to learn how to coach each individual player,
Right.
and not play like favorites in a way, right? Like somebody's getting dog cussed and some guy's getting encouraged. The player might not understand why this motherfucker is getting encouraged and I'm getting dog cussed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But as a coach, you
to
can
a coach,
easily
there's
say-
a method to the madness.
Right.
Right. They're thinking,
Yeah.
I'm going to dog cuss him because I can coach this guy that way. This guy I need to do this a little more because he's a little more.
What was the linebacker coach you had that said, hey, I love you guys, but don't ever trust me?
Oh, Coach KO. He's
Yeah.
the linebacker coach at Green Bay.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the insurance policy you have to come in with.
Yeah.
If you're like, hey guys, there's certain ways you guys need to be coached. So some guys are going to get love and some guys aren't. Insurance policy.
I love you all, but don't ever trust me.
I love that line.
Yeah.
I love you all, but don't ever trust me. Yeah. It is a very respectable thing. So what are you guys studying? What are you guys doing?
I'm in sports management.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got that's the major, and then I got a business minor. Mm-hmm. So.
And what do you want to do after college football?
I'm not really sure. I want to go to the NFL, but I'm not really sure what I've got planned yet. I don't really know.
That's good. There should be no plan B, right? If you want to go to the NFL,
Plan
we're
A all the
going.
way.
I think that's the
There
worst
is no
advice
plan
I've
B.
ever heard.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like positive
That's
reinforcement.
like when I
dog
see
cussing.
people say what's the worst advice you can have, like whether it's in anything, because I know people do think that way. And I think there has to be some kind of obsession, right? But I've always thought like, I've got to be thinking about a transition because
Even in college, you were thinking like that.
yeah, I mean, I still did all the right stuff to make sure I was going to like, whether it was a degree or knowing like I knew if football didn't work out, like I was going to transition into coaching. So knowing I was going to do that, it allowed me to be a full-time like football guy. Like I kept the main thing. But I've always thought about like, what's plan B if plan A doesn't work out? And not in a way that it takes up a lot of space to where it takes me away from plan A. But I just feel like if you have zero plan B, then once plan A is done, especially if it's something you can't control, then you're kind of fucking anxiety's built up. You don't know what you're going to do. You feel like you need to know what you're going to do, especially as like a young kid, like a young student athlete. Because when you get done being here, like obviously 1% of guys go to the next level. You don't have all the structure at college like you did playing college ball. Somebody telling you where to go, where your classes are, this, that, the other. Sometimes we think it's hard, right? But I'm telling you, it gets even less, like it gets, they got you through school. Now it's on you to take advantage of your resources. That's why I've always been a proponent of that's the worst advice I always hear when people say that.
be fair, though,
go ahead.
No, it's okay that we don't see eye to eye on that.
Yeah.
You're see, but most people plan A, like it's plan A and then like plan B. Yours is like plan A and then like plan B.
I like
because
that.
like
That's a good
football,
point.
like you're saying coaching is your plan B, but like you know at the
Was
end
at
of
the time as a student, as a college.
as a college
Yeah.
kid, yeah. So like your plan B like coincided with your plan A. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's a little bit easier.
It is a little bit easier.
Yeah, right.
It's not like if
That's
I
why
don't
you gotta
if
play
football
the
doesn't work
It's
out.
like a small fork in the road rather than like a big one.
For sure.
Right.
That's you got to play those long games.
See, I've always been a guy that's like, hey, if I'm going to do something, this is what I'm going to do. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But there is a point as you get older, you realize like, hey, there are things you can't control. Whether if it's like
Right.
getting hurt, and stuff like that. Pretty much just getting hurt,
Yeah.
or if you don't got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I definitely understand it, but I think like as a general paintbrush, because if you're going to be like the greatest in something, obviously you need to put all of your time and energy and resources into that. And I don't want to say that, well, the facts are the majority of people don't have that kind of luxury of being like, oh, I'm going to be the best fighter in the world, or I'm on my way to be, chase like the #1 UFC guy, or knowing you're going to be like a high round draft pick and knowing I'm going to have a couple years, but I'm going to put every fucking ounce of energy, because some guys just don't always have that, have that thought or have that, luxury of just thinking about one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Agree to disagree.
Well, yeah, I mean, trust me.
a good speech,
I think
though.
I think I would be a plan A only guy if I came out and was able to get myself into a first round pick status.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's not about us.
Kind
But
of.
kind of is about us.
I'm buying what you're saying, even if he
You're
doesn't.
with that.
Well, no, I understand it.
Whose side are you taking then?
There's levels to it. I have to see where I go.
There are levels. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? First off, what are you studying?
I'm a communication studies major, so
Yeah. General studies.
yeah. So I'm on Taylor's side. So
Hey, no plan Bs.
hey,
You know what
I
I'm
wouldn't say
saying?
that, but I would say, all my money on A. So
Let's go.
No,
I like that, dude. As hyper focus and being obsessed with things is important if you want to succeed in a sport like this. Football is one of those things where, like, you can't half do it. You have to 100% do it. Otherwise, it'll take from you. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I agree with that. I mean, I've played 9 years.
Year 10 loading.
Yeah, year 10 is loading.
Year 10 is loading.
You gotta be a
right
little
now, dude.
compartmentalize, prioritize, all that
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, I guess that's just a conversation we can carry on, so we can dive in more of these guys.
No doubt. From when you guys look at the NFL, when you guys look at teams, who's your favorite team? Who is a team that you're like, this is the team I want to play for growing up?
growing up, I was a big New Orleans Saints fan.
Saints rip.
And so I have family from Louisiana, so that's kind of why. That culture down there is so different. And it's either LSU or New Orleans, and that's it. There's no other teams down there. So that was, I guess I was a big Saints fan. So
Well, you're a fifth-year senior now. If the Saints come calling next year, you be hyped about that?
I would be turned, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I don't care which team calls. So
You just want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You just want to get in the league.
yeah.
Just want to get in the league, unless it's like really cold.
No, I would rather have somewhere colder.
Really?
Honestly. Yeah. I'm fat, dog. Like, bro,
That is hilarious. No, I'm fat,
He goes,
dog.
I'm fat now.
Bro, I sweat walking to class, like. So I'd rather have somewhere cold, honestly.
Cool. What about you?
I don't really know. I don't have a favorite NFL team. I don't watch NFL football.
Yeah.
I watch the film. Like I watch in the film room, but I don't watch like games. I watch the Super Bowl.
And
I watch the Chiefs a lot because of Trey Smith. But
Yeah.
Other than that, no.
From a center standpoint, that's who do you watch?
I watch a lot of Corey Linsley, the guy from the Chargers, and
Yeah.
then I like to watch Kelsey.
Yeah,
He's a stud.
He's a stud.
Dog.
Super athletic, too. Super small, but super
Great
athletic.
speeches too.
His speech after they won the Super Bowl and that amazing costume.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was
and the
outstanding.
one that they did like a behind the scenes, like a Hard Knocks, Eagles version of Hard Knocks. The one where he stood up in front of the team and talked to them about getting into the playoffs and shit. Juice, bro.
He was wearing a beanie and everything. It made it a lot
Yeah.
better.
You want to go to war with a guy like that?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
awesome. Alex Mack's another dude that's a stud.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of his
Where's
as
he
well.
at now? Which team?
Who's that?
49ers.
Is it the 49ers
Yes.
now?
49ers.
Man, the 49ers are low-key stacked.
Yeah,
Because they
are,
got
actually.
Trent. They got that Tomlinson dude who's a left tackle, a left guard there. He's a stud.
dog,
He's
yeah.
a stud. And then Mack. I
Yeah.
mean, you got 3 dogs on an offensive line. That's a
Yeah.
good-ass offensive line.
He's a good start for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. What about who do you watch?
Man, I was when Pounceys were playing, both Pouncey
Dude,
brothers.
the Pouncey brothers are all time.
Yeah.
And they're about it, too.
I think they started like I think they started the O-line swag. Like,
That's crazy.
honestly, I'm gonna say that. But
Hey, they do have crazy swag, though.
yeah, just how they play. Like, Rodney Hudson. I watch him,
Yeah, he
older
plays for
guy.
the Cardinals now.
Cardinals
Yeah.
now because he was with Raiders. He's a stud. He's a
He's
good
a
dude,
stud. I
man.
can't believe the Cardinals or the Raiders let him go.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a stud. He's a good dude too, man. Really good dude.
Yeah.
So,
Those guys are
I want to ask who on the team, because we were talking about Kelsey, and that's a dude you want on your team and stuff like that. Like, who are a couple guys on your team that you'd want to be in a foxhole with?
I got an answer already. I say
Foxhole. You're buried. You're underground. Who are you going to be in a foxhole with?
I want give me Jeremy Banks and Elijah Simmons. We coming out of there.
What do they play?
Inside linebacker and D tackle. So we coming out
Nothing
of
to
there.
about it, huh?
I guess so, man. What about you, Coop?
Man, I like Roman Harrison. Number 30.
Yeah.
He's a DN. He's only maybe about 220, 230. I don't know how big he is, but he plays so freaking hard.
Yeah.
And he's just so violent. I like it. I like
That's
the
a
way he
good
plays.
choice. That's a good choice.
How does that carry into being in a foxhole with him?
I mean, I hope it translates very well. I haven't seen him in a foxhole yet, but I'd assume that based off how he plays football, hopefully he rips somebody's head off for him. Yeah, I don't really know.
There's a hunch.
I'd assume that he's pretty good. That's my only guess. Because we do a big thing. We had a big discussion about this. It was like last year, I think. We were in the training room. We were talking about it. Like we were talking about like naked in a room, like death match, no weapons, no nothing, like just bare hands. Who is the biggest problem on the team? Like who would be the hardest to like fight to the death? And like he was probably one of my number one, like top 2, top 3. Elijah Simmons, he's a big boy. He's about 340.
He probably won't fit in the foxhole.
About 340, 350. He is the foxhole. You know what I'm saying? Like he's about 350 pounds, about 6'1", but can dunk a basketball. They would be both huge problems to fight with.
Problem.
How do you think y'all would size up? Bare knuckle, everything you just said.
Definitely.
Bare knuckle,
be,
naked in a room.
I think I'm top percentile personally.
I'm definitely top percentile. For
I think
sure.
I'm top percentile.
I'll give people
UFC.
problems.
He says he watches a lot of UFC.
I watch a lot of UFC.
He's got like
I
every fan out there.
No, I know,
I've seen a
exactly.
roundhouse kick before. I can hit that shit.
Watch, no, I'm telling you, I feel like I would be a really good case for the fight to the death thing. I promise you. I don't
Is
know
he
if
telling
everybody
the
like that.
Yeah, he's freaky, you know. He's really
We talking about being naked in the room. You saying he's freaky now?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Based on his freshman stories and everything else, who knows what's going on behind that man?
Those eyes, man.
What is like a big argument in your guys' locker room where you guys are just going toes? Like it could be something simple. Like a couple times in the Titans locker room, we'll just argue over like the best burger. Like what is something that you guys just get after it about?
Cedric Tillman, our leading wide receiver, like probably our best wide receiver, he has a fetish for Playboi Carti that he thinks his music is really
music
good.
choices.
And he like will fight like for hours about Playboi Carti being like a top 5 artist in the game. Like somebody told me that Lil Wayne was top 5 still currently to this
probably
day.
is.
You think if he dropped the album right now, he's selling top 5?
No.
I think so.
You think if Lil Wayne dropped an album
get in
right
it, Gary.
now?
I'm sorry, no.
So
You're telling me you wouldn't go listen?
I would listen.
I would listen,
So,
but
I mean, think about how many streams he would get. He's a little way.
That's fine. But think
I
about
mean,
this.
probably
You
back
think
in probably back in 06, 07, probably.
if all the best rappers in the game dropped an album right now, you think Lil Wayne's would be top 5?
You just changed the scenario.
No.
If you're gonna talk, use the mic, Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett. Hey, Garrett, I like the fish hook on your wrist, sir. Thank you. You're welcome.
I do think Lil Wayne would be at the top of the list.
If everybody.
Currently.
Yes.
At the top of the list.
I'm not saying like full music catalog. I'm saying currently if he dropped an album right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you mean? He created the game, bro.
I would not say that.
That's an aggressive statement.
That'll be a good graphic for us.
You are aggressive. I like your style here, sir.
See-
You're going for it. I
Hey,
like
I'm
it.
Are we
freaky.
talking just rap? Are we talking about just rap or all genres?
Set up, everybody.
Well, he's saying rap. So, I mean,
Give him game, Taylor.
Eminem.
Give him game.
Marshall Mathers.
That's all I got, bro. That's all I got.
Taylor goes, oh, we're talking rap? And then he said,
If we're talking about all genres, I don't know if I agree.
well, I don't think it was all.
But if of rap albums and Lil Wayne put one out right now, it's for sure probably gonna be number 1.
It's doing numbers.
It's doing numbers, bro.
I think he's doing
Remix
numbers for
Lollipop,
sure.
dude. Huh? Remix Lollipop. You're going to the top.
Remix Fireman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. You don't think so?
I mean, I just don't think he's currently a top 5 artist.
Well, yeah, he's currently not a top 5 artist, but if he was to put out an album, it would be top 5.
No, I'm saying currently top 5. I don't think he's selling like top 5.
I still don't
numbers.
think he's selling top 5 right now. Honestly.
Who in that locker room believes that Lil Wayne's selling top 5?
I think no one. Honestly.
He
I think no
transferred.
one.
He transferred. But Playboi Carti's definitely not
He
top
said he
5.
transferred.
But Playboi Carti's definitely not top 5.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly.
There you go.
There you go.
He's not top 5. If I don't know him, he's not top 5. I don't even listen to rap. Buchanan?
Buchanan,
Go
bro.
ahead, Willie.
So this last segment, question, whatever, talk, conversation is brought to us by Buchanan. We, Bussin' with the Boys, is going to hook you guys up with our own little NIL deal. We're going to have these, where they at?
They got it back there.
Can we show the product? So what you're looking at right now is the dry ice. I'm telling you, it's all time.
Outstanding
Matter of
deal,
fact,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate this.
matter of fact, Coop, can you put that on right now?
Mic down? Is this
Yeah, put the
That's
mic
been
down,
used,
stand
too.
up.
It's been used?
I don't think so. Maybe a little.
How does it feel?
A lot of hair.
There
in
you
those
go, Jerome.
armpits.
Ask the questions, man.
How's that feel?
Yeah, you how's that feel?
Okay.
Jerome,
nice.
would you care to put some on?
Not the same.
No,
Stick
do
on.
the same stick.
What?
Do the same stick.
Freaky right now.
Yeah, that is freaky, dog. I don't think I'm open
Hey,
to
go, you
that.
want to enjoy this? This stuff is outstanding. You start getting a little warm during the day. You're walking to class, you got a big sweat going, you're feeling a little too hot. Boom, right here, your armpits are going to feel fantastic. Fantastic.
Like dry ice.
He goes, I'm fat now. I don't
Hey,
need
it
that.
smells
Really
nice,
cool.
right?
Yeah, I definitely think
That one
mine
for
was-
sure
I
wasn't
think, I
used.
think somebody used mine before.
I think you're going the wrong way. Maybe you're going the right way now. Is it
It
coming?
just takes
Slowly
a
but
minute. It
surely.
just takes a minute. This segment, this is a tee up. It's takes all the
Put that
time it
thing
needs,
up.
man, because it's Buchanan, not for clowns.
Not for clowns.
We do. You guys will like that package. The solid cologne is one of my go-tos.
Yeah, it's a solid deal.
Smell my wrist.
It's there. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm aware.
Yeah.
He goes, it's there.
Did you smell my deodorant
I
every
did as you
summer
walked
too?
by. I was like, man,
I'll
what smells
tell
like
you.
a little snack right now? You know what I'm saying?
So Taylor, go ahead and ask the Buchanan question of the
I don't
day.
have a Buchanan question.
Dude, I kind of wasn't thinking of one either.
Atmospheres. Where would you put the Tennessee Volunteer Stadium atmosphere compared to any other team in the SEC?
I mean, it's got to be.
It's a good
It's
one,
one.
by the way.
It's got to be one.
Especially last
It's
second.
one.
From the
Yeah.
hip.
It's got to be one.
It's number one.
Especially when we got a really good team rocking. You know, a good
What's
game.
number one?
What's a really good team and when's the last
What's
time you guys had
number
a
one?
really good team?
What's the number one atmosphere?
Here.
They said that.
Here.
Okay. Let's take that out of the equation. What's the best atmosphere you guys have
Other
played in
than that,
outside of
Played
here?
in?
Gotta be-
Okay. I would say on the road,
I say Florida.
Yeah.
I would say it would be between Alabama and Florida.
Yeah, the swamp.
I say Florida.
Nasty, I heard.
swamp.
Here's the
Yeah.
difference.
The
Florida,
swamp does
Florida's
so
like grimy. Like you're
it's
like
grimy.
you're in there and you're just kind of like feeling it. I feel like Alabama's kind of like a good environment. Like you're like, wow, this is a big stage. You know, like they got a lot of they got like 4 jumbotrons in the state. It looks pretty tight. So I feel like it's different. But Florida,
Yeah, especially where the student
just
section.
grimy.
Student sections, like they can touch you, like they're right behind you.
Oh,
right
really? They're that
yeah,
close?
so
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like,
Like
there's-
there's some probably some words that probably couldn't be said on television.
there was somebody right in the front row that was lifting their shirt up and rubbing on their nipples while we were trying
Yeah.
to make corrections on the
Male or
sideline.
female?
Some farmer
Male,
friendly stuff.
male,
Male.
is
Yeah,
male.
male.
Yeah, it was pretty distracting. I mean, they got a lot of problems down there. I feel like
Definitely a lot of
sometimes.
problems. Yeah,
And
different
you,
weirdos.
and you
down there.
think Tennessee beats all those schools?
Most definitely.
Without
Yes.
question.
No question.
What sets you apart?
What sets us apart?
Yeah.
Noise.
Oh, our fans are crazier than theirs. Our
Crazy,
fans are more,
but-
Crazier than Death Valley?
I would say that. I can say that. I can
I
live
think
on
Death Valley's
that.
wild.
How can you live on that?
I can live. Hearing from other guys
So
like other
devil's
trans-
advocate. You guys, it's not like you guys sell out every game.
Still,
Damn near do.
I mean, still.
Like I went to the Ole Miss game, rocking. Maybe the loudest environment I've possibly ever been in. I told Jack that I gave him his flowers that it was like you can barely hear yourself kind of think in
Yeah.
an environment like that. But is it like that every home game?
Yes.
it's that
The Ole
loud.
Miss one with
It
Kiffin?
probably won't be that atmosphere to where like it's that. You know what I'm saying? They're
I mean, it's
doing
night game.
stuff, but
People are a little bit drunker. Like
Yeah.
if you wake up at like 12, like a noon game
It's
in
still be
the
loud.
middle of December, like it's probably not going to be as
it's
good
not
as,
as
like a night
rocking as
game
that, but
versus Ole
it'll
Miss.
still be definitely loud. It'll definitely be loud.
I feel you.
Do you believe him though?
I believe him like a little bit. To
You
me, it's
act-
like
I
to
mean-
me, I think they'll experience more hostile environments, and this is not like it's going to seem like a shot, but I'm not trying to take a shot. When they bring the prestige and everything back to where Tennessee has been in the past.
Yeah.
I respect what you're saying.
It's like if they go to
That's definitely
Alabama, their fans could be thinking, we're going to walk these boys. Again,
Definitely true. I feel you.
as an outsider saying that. We're going to walk these boys. This isn't
No
like Auburn.
affiliation to
This
Alabama.
isn't like Auburn coming into the house
Yeah.
type of
See,
thing. You know
I
what I
don't-
mean? So maybe they haven't gotten Alabama's best environment.
Sure.
I do respect that, but the last 2 times we went down to Bama, we played them all the way into the fourth quarter
All the way to
with
the fourth quarter.
with one touchdown. So
Within a touchdown. So I mean, it was rocking. Fact check us on that one. So
What you think, Garrett or Jag?
I mean, yeah, I agree. Even Gary agrees.
like I'm
So-
not gonna
so
say,
what- so what we
I
have-
understand your point, but I was
Right,
saying
right.
countering that point.
So-
like we were
I
close.
was just
up until
trying to,
the-
honestly,
No, yeah.
get to-
honestly, we play
before we
LSU
started.
at LSU this year, so we'll get to see.
That's gonna be a good
Oh,
one.
you
That'll
haven't
be
been
a
to
good
LSU
test.
yet?
That'll be a
No,
good come
so
back
I
next
play
year
at LSU this year.
after we play in
All right,
back.
LSU's crazy.
Hey, what about South Carolina?
South Carolina, I would say one of the. It was because there's not a lot of people in there, but it wasn't a lot of people.
So
in
he's
there
just
that
he
much.
went to South Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama. So we have
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee again. But we got different ones across the board.
But honestly, the sandstorm is turned up. When their fans get the white towels, all you see is white towels. It's a cool atmosphere. Like
I'm
It's cool.
not. I can't really attest to that. I do feel like South Carolina's a good game day environment, but I played them. My first game was there, and it was in COVID. So like the first game
That's
of the
different,
COVID
yeah,
year.
that's different.
So there was like
I
only
played
like
them in
15,000 people
18.
there.
Gotcha.
But
So
they were
I
pumping in
experienced
crowd
it.
noise like there was a full crowd. So I don't really know.
I
thought that
experienced
was
the
pretty
full
cool.
sandstorm. I experienced it. So it's definitely an experience. It's a definitely cool experience, but I don't think it's touching the swamp or. Yeah.
Are you
that
saying
part
Swamp is 1 and Bama's 2?
I would say that, yeah. I haven't experienced LSU. I'll experience this year, so hopefully we get them at a night game.
I would say Swamp
They'd be
is
fire.
the
Yeah.
hardest that I played in personally.
Fires me up. I appreciate it, boys. This was awesome.
For sure.
Outstanding. Thank you for coming on Bussin' with the Boys.
Appreciate you.
guys
guys.
Appreciate
watch?
y'all. Most
Is it-
definitely.
yeah.
Okay, subscribe, rate 5 stars. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's right.
Appreciate
5
you,
stars.
fellas, man.
Appreciate
I hope
y'all.
you guys didn't miss class.